I'm going to do rear pads and rotors on a 2004 Nissan Altima. First thing I want to do, grab a screwdriver or something and try to pull this caliper out. Get that piston all the way in. You want to make sure these slides move real nice. If they don't, either you got to clean them all out and re-lubricate them or buy new calipers. So yeah, that's a big deal. And they're nice and smooth. So I will take a 14 millimeter and get these bolts out of here. Top one's got rubber on it. Wow, that's really tight. Almost like it's wrong. Yeah, that bolt won't come out. I got to take the whole caliper off. The bolts for the caliper support bracket, these are 19 millimeters. Okay, now I can get this bolt out. Yeah, the bottom one doesn't have the rubber on it. Usually doesn't matter which way they go. It's got no emergency brake pad on either side, which is fine in this state with this old rusty crap. You don't use it anyways. Backing plate's about crap. Whatever. Wow, these are stuck really good. That was a right down to metal. Yeah, that's wrong. Can't be having that. I got new clips. Yeah, the pads stick because there's all kinds of rust in here. I'm just going to chip it out of the way. I got a couple different kinds for a couple different vehicles. I'm going to take a wild guess and say these are the right ones. Now I knocked a crap load of rust out of there, so that'll give me more room to work with. That's fun. They got a wear indicator on one brake pad. It always goes on the inner. I don't really care what side, so I'll put it on this side. Yeah, you just want to make sure they slide really nice. Now that I knocked all that rust out of there, and they're just a little bit sticky. It's not too bad. I'm sure I could file more out of it or something, but I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to take a little bit off of the top of these, like that. See, like that. Just a little bit. There, now they slide really nice. See, I can move them back and forth really good on both sides. That's what I want. You don't want them tight in there. You don't want them loose enough to where they rattle either. We'll see how this one fits. Like crap. Yeah, that's nice. I like that. I got new rotors too. They were in a bag. And normally you want to clean these. But there's nothing on them. There's no oil or cosmoline, there's no rust, so I'm not putting shit on them. I'm going to slap them on. Yeah, once in a while I run into that. I usually clean them with brake cleaner or glass cleaner or something, but I don't need to. I'm going to pull this caliper all the way in, and it's all cruddy and rusty, so I'm going to hit this with a file, a really, really rough file. Just knock some of this stuff down so it's kind of flattish. Oh my gosh, yeah, there's some thick crap on here. Don't like that. Oh yeah, that's really thick. Okay, hold on. Time for more chip and hammer action. I like a flat surface because then it don't make as much noise. You get uneven surfaces and it can cause a brake pad to touch off on your... Get that rotor out of the way. It'll cause the pads to touch off on your rotor just a little bit and it can make noise. So yeah, I don't like this rust on here. Rust is no good. I like using chipping hammers for everything. If you watch any of my other videos, you'll see me going nuts with a chipping hammer on a lot of stuff. I think using a grinder or sandpaper most of the time is a waste of sandpaper. Kind of just wiping the stuff off of that. There's supposed to be a little rubber button here too, but it's not there, so whatever. Then you get brake lubricant in most of those boxes with your pads, but I got a big bottle of it. Put it on here. Put it on here. Some people put it on these abutment clips too, but I don't. So if you want to, do what you want. Now if you want to lubricate these pins, which you always should, don't use the same stuff. This stuff looks black, but it's actually silicone paste. Dielectric grease, it's pretty much the same stuff. Yeah, this is the junk I use. Just slather it on. Okay, now for this fun trick. Goes like this and like this. I gotta put this pin in. That lovely piece of joy. When you put it all together, you just want to grab the pads and make sure they're sliding really nice. And they are. Make sure the caliper moves real good, and it does. That's it. Put a tire on it. Do the same to the other side. Don't forget to pump up the brakes before you drive it either.